in a massive development in the Sheena Bora case. The CBI is believed to have said that they have lost the most crucial piece of evidence. The bones that were collected by the pain police in Raigad have now gone missing from CBI's custody. Amidst all of this, we speak to Indrani Mukerjea to try and understand in terms of what she really feels about this. Indrani, firstly, thank you for speaking to us. I wish to understand what sense does it make, such a massive revelation, and what about the timing? It has come at such a time where they've said something like this very crucial has gone missing from their custody.
See, this case from the inception, I think, has been really, really bizarre. So this is just one of the many new things that have come out of the blue, and obviously what we had truly believed from the inception, from the beginning. Not we just believed, we knew that there was no case. So I am of the firm opinion, I don't think there was ever a skeleton discovered in 2012. So obviously now when the forensic expert has been called to give a report, a piece of paper is very different from actually when you're standing on the stands, right? When you're in the witness box. So I am really unsure whether this has been a deliberate move of the prosecution or whether there really was no skeleton. But if you're asking me, am I really taken aback with this new development? I would honestly say nothing in this case is going to surprise me at any point, because there is no case. That's, it's very heart-wrenching for me, I would say, because Sheena is still missing. That is very important. And now with every new development, there is a new mystery, and I don't know really what to make of it anymore.
Would you say it is a case of more than what meets the eye?
Absolutely. From the very beginning, I have again been saying that somebody very clearly wanted me behind bars. I don't know what could be the reason, but I don't see myself having enemies, out there, and it would definitely be somebody who is very close to me, who knows what my, how vulnerable I am, where to press the right buttons, and that would have been the reason. Because if you really go back to everything, who benefits really by, putting me behind bars? And I think I should be really, really grateful to the Honorable Supreme Court that, I was granted bail. And this entire case has been going on for the last 9 years now. And despite us requesting for a speedy trial and having an order in our favor, also for a speedy trial, nothing's really moved. And the forensic, there are a lot of discrepancies. I could talk for hours about it. But the fact is that, the forensics itself are so weak. And for one case, who does 4 different sets of postmortems, and in this case, there was a postmortem allegedly done in 2012 by a Dr. Sanjay Thakur. Then there was apparently a postmortem done by a Dr. Zeba Khan. And then there was a postmortem apparently done of the 2015 skeletal remains allegedly found by Nair Hospital. And then again there was another apparently postmortem done at AIMS. So it is almost like, A has not worked, B has not worked, C has not worked. So now let's go to D and let's get a report out. But I think what essentially from a legal standpoint, I think what is very important to understand that as per the Indian Evidence Act, any forensic report, the first forensic report, the first post-mortem report supersedes any subsequent reports. So that is going to be always taken into account. And if they are claiming, if the prosecution claims at all, now there are no remains anyway, but that the 2012 body and the 2015 body is the same body, if they claim that, then the first report is inconclusive. They don't know the sex, age, cause of death. The second postmortem report is inconclusive, again the same thing. The third report is again cause of death, unknown, it's inconclusive. So it is basically one report. The first report is inconclusive, second report is inconclusive, third report is inconclusive. So, what do you say? The evidence value of the first report is always the highest. So it is, in any case, this entire, thing is all concocted, as I've said earlier. I think we've gone through a lot ourselves for no rhyme or reason, which is really, really sad. And now this disclosure, this, I would say, bizarre disclosure by the prosecution, at this hour, after 9 years, you say you can't find the bones. It is absolutely unacceptable.
So in this case, would you say that the CBI is irresponsible, or probably would it be a case of that they were lying right from the start, where they did not have Sheena's bones, or maybe those bones belong to somebody else, what they allegedly might have claimed to be Sheena's? What do you think the CBI is probably doing here?
For me, I am not a CBI officer, so I cannot really say what's going on behind their closed doors. So I would not like to comment on why this has happened. It is obviously, like I said, it's been, I did not even know that this had happened till yesterday at 3 p.m. In fact, somebody forwarded me, I think, Vidya's interview. And Vidya's actually article, not even interview. And then I started getting calls, and I was absolutely kind of speechless. And I did not take any calls or didn't give any bites, because I was trying to make sense of the whole thing, that what really is going on. You have held me back here. I have not gone back to my country of residence now for the last 9 years. And do you think it's really, really fair that after 9 years you have the audacity to say that you have lost this evidence, which just, I think, 4 months ago, the prosecution themselves had said on record, it's, I think, in one of the Roznamas, that it's a crucial piece of evidence. So what am I supposed to do now? What am I supposed to do? So it is, it's sad, I would say, and I would just like this whole thing to end now. And I do not think really anybody's done anything to find Sheena. That is, there are these, nothing is conclusive anymore. Now there is a DNA report where the DNA guy has said that he has changed the entire report in his own handwriting. Now that's, of course, there is no DNA report at all anyway of the 2012 skeletal findings, apparently, if at all there was a skeleton found. And which now obviously I have reasons to doubt that, right? Because where is it? How can you say, like you use the word irresponsible? I am nobody to say that, but, without me saying, I think everyone else is saying it now. So I really, really don't have anything to say anymore, and I think the defense really has very little to say now. So that is, I don't think they have done all the talking. I think the prosecution has done all the talking now, and I think I'd just like to go ahead with my own search for Sheena, as I am doing. And because I got no help from prosecution when I had approached them, and I do not believe that anyone is going to help me. So in my own way, I'm doing whatever I have to do. But apart from that, I think I think this, there has to be a closure. We all need a closure now. And this, I think circus has to end.
So this case, besides being really long, painful and traumatic for you, it has also become dramatic as new developments come. But you also mentioned in our interview right now that Sheena is missing. So you still continue to remain firm on the fact that she is very much alive and somewhere out there and has not yet been traced?
See, for me, with every, I think, new development, that has really, honestly, all these developments are not from the defense side, right? All these things have happened because of the prosecution's new, whatever statements that they are making, and or prosecution witnesses. Things have come out now. For example, the DNA expert was a prosecution witness. Now he said that I have fudged the data, let's say, or I have written it in my own handwriting. I mean, who has ever in this world heard of a DNA expert coming to a witness stand and saying, I have changed, the report in my own handwriting? Similarly, there was a thing of the superimposition of the skull, where the expert actually came and said that, I have... this software is not even supposed to be used for a superimposition, and it is an illegal software which was sent by his daughter. So it's a joke. I mean, this is supposed to be a serious investigation, right? And I have really, honestly, I am not a lawyer. I have studied, I've done a lot of case studies because of obviously my own case. I have never come across anything so bizarre with each development. And then again, the post-mortem reports say that, the skull was cut and the brain matter was taken out, and here they came and produced a full skull. So the case, as far as the forensics go, I think fell apart a good 4 years ago, and it is just, I think now it is becoming more and more bizarre, and the prosecution themselves, particularly by making this statement on Thursday, has given me more reason to believe that my daughter could be alive. So either you really never had these skeletal remains. I cannot believe it for a second that an agency that everyone, the country is proud of, has come and made a statement that they have lost the most crucial set of evidence. I would say they never had it. I don't think it was ever there, but they had to somehow, whether it was the CBI, whether it was the Mumbai police at that point, the car police, or Rakesh Maria at that point, had to somehow build up a story. Because until and unless they say that they found some skeletal remains in 2012 May, they cannot connect me, you see, to the whole purpose of this was to connect me to Sheena's disappearance. And so now, if they did not cook up the story about some skeletal remains found in May 2012, they could have never connected me to this case, right? I've not been in the country. So that was, I think, the sole purpose. But now, obviously, when we are all asking, say, hey, listen, you found these skeletal remains, so where are they? So obviously, it was never there. So this is my view. I mean, that's the only logical conclusion that I can arrive at, because I cannot believe it for a second that, 2 entire bag of bones can just vanish. Come on. I mean, really. So that is, and I think... these questions, honestly, I've given because I'm a part of the case. And I think everybody seriously needs to question, I think, the prosecution, all the agencies who were involved in this entire thing. And instead of, and I would like to actually say this, because yesterday somebody forwarded me, a clipping of some I cannot remember which channel this was, but it was some interview with some political analyst, and for the life of me, I couldn't understand how is a political analyst connected to 2 bags of missing bones with the CBI. And actually, I could see this lady who was in giggles, who was interviewing this other man who was supposed to be a political analyst, and instead of talking about the serious matter, which is that how could such a crucial piece of evidence go, he actually they're having a conversation. Oh, he almost seemed upset, said that, look, Indrani Mukerjea has now written a book, she's done a Netflix documentary, and now she is doing Bharatnatyam. I said, are you really serious here? This is a case we are talking about. There is a girl missing for the last 12 years. There is a mother who has been behind bars for 6.5 years, okay? Until now, there is no shred of evidence against me. I'm still here in this country, okay? Despite I have not been able to go back to my country of residence, And, I love India, mind you. I was born in India, and I'm proud to be of Indian origin. But at the end of the day, I have been also separated from my younger daughter. She was just a minor, still when I was arrested. And my entire life has gone topsy-turvy because of this. And are you seriously, is this political analyst, whoever it is, I'll find out who this guy is, the wimp of a guy actually is concerned about me learning Bharatnatyam? Are you serious? Are you really serious? I'm sorry. I mean, I really, I am honestly very shocked, I don't know what to say, really.
Indrani, amidst all of this, thank you very much for speaking and sharing your thoughts on the issue. Thank you so much. With cameraman Mahesh More, Dev Kodak for India Today, Mumbai.